Alright, welcome back to Turner Farms, ladies and gentlemen. Today, me and Dad are going to be doing part 2 of the machinery tour. So, we're going to get started with probably the 560 right here. You going to talk about it?
What do you want to know?
You know what year it is at all?
No,
Rough guesstimate?
I don't. It could. Has to be from 1958 to 64 when they built them.
3 maybe?
63.
You know how long the tractor's been around here?
We've had it since, I don't know, I'd say the late 80s or early 90s. We call this tractor Susie's 560 because it was Ashton's aunt or my sister who drove this all the time.
Yep.
So we painted it up for her wedding.
It's kind of muddy right now. But it's got, well, 1,550 hours on it from since
tachometer.
I'm guessing since you redid it, or
No.
I was just put on there at some point in time.
Alright.
So this is basically your basic 560. It has the flat top fenders. That's not original. It's got your fast hitch. Nothing too special about it. It's a good tractor though.
Different seat on it.
Yeah, that's true. The next here, we got our, what is this, New Holland Pro Kart 1225 rake we bought brand new a couple years back.
4 years ago.
About 4 years ago. It's been a good rake for us. What do you think about it?
Well, we transitioned from the dairy to raising steers, so we needed more dry hay for round bales, things like that. So the rakes we had here weren't very good.
We just had basically just had this section here was one of our rakes.
Yeah.
And they're
like 5 wheels.
yeah, they're 5 wheels and these are 6. And those were old rakes are wore out. We had New Idea and Old International. We still have the New Idea, but yeah. And over here we got 2 New Holland 28 blowers. One of them I've never seen used. The other one I've seen used, which is this one here. If you see this one, the arm, I don't know what you want to call that. The blower band there is at an angle for blowing up in the barn. The other one over there is straight for blowing in the silo. Nothing too special there, just some old blowers.
Generator.
And a generator, just a couple of generators in here. There's an engine of a, what, a 400 or something? Or
400 diesel.
400 diesel engine.
International 400 diesel. If anybody wants a block, there you go.
It's
a block, a crank.
Yeah.
It's been sitting apart for a long time.
Yeah, it's a parts. Yeah, you probably could get something out of that block. There's parts here if anybody wants it. Then over here next we got our another 560, but this one's a special one. It's got a different engine in it.
Yeah, this one used to have a diesel in it, 282 diesel.
Just like this one.
Yeah, and this one we've had longer than that tractor. Used to be our haybine tractor. It was number 2 that we bought.
Second 560 we had.
You know, it also has a different seat.
Yep.
And the engine decided it didn't want to go anymore, so his grandpa or my dad found a different engine for it out of an 8060, so we managed to fit it in here.
Yep. This was one that he put the center section in a couple videos back. She's up and going now. She's running our New Holland 358 feed mill, which I don't know what year that is either. Probably 90s.
Yep.
It's got a scale on it. I went over this a while back, but I'll just go over a little bit again. It's basically your typical feed mill. You got your hammer mill here, then goes in the tub there and basically just mixes it all together. Nothing too special, but gets the job done. Before that, we had 3 farmhand feed mills. I have no clue what model numbers or anything. But next in line here, we have our Farmall 806. A dad, he didn't really restore it, he just basically touched it up. This
tractor I bought from my work. They used to use it for snow plowing, and originally it come from a farm just down the road from us. But the place that I work, they bought it for snow plowing once that guy sold out. And once my company didn't need it anymore, I bought it for $2,500.
I don't know if you guys can see that well in there, but I think it has roughly 8,000 some odd hours. Oh, the door's open here, but it's a really nice tractor. I love this thing. See if I can get the hours here. Yeah, about 8,000 some. 8,883. So yeah, Dad painted it up a couple years after he got it.
I had to put a clutch in it when I bought it.
Yep.
And fix a few oil leaks.
But it's
Other
been
than that, its original has not had the engine opened up.
nope. A lot of these tractors here
But this
have.
tractor has 856 style shifting in it. It was converted.
Yep.
It's a lot easier.
I like that. I don't know what it would be like without that. This has been an awesome tractor for us. We used to use it on the 499 New Holland hay bines we used to have. Now basically just rakes, hay, plow, snow, does simple jobs like that. And we'll put on the pulse hole digger too once in a while for when we're building fence or fixing fence. Next up here we have our International Harvester 756. This is a gasser. What does this thing have in it for an engine again?
A 291.
291 gas. And it's got 7,000 hours according to the tech. I don't know if that's right or not, but we call it the Pink Flamingo for certain reasons. But the bus engine, the DT360, which I made a video but I haven't posted it yet. We're gonna be putting the bus engine in here, and that's hopefully gonna be happening pretty soon.
Right.
It's got fluid. The tires are filled up with fluid right now. It's got a Wheatland hitch on it. We just stuck that on there. As you can see, the drop bar is bent. It's probably from me. I don't know how I did it, but yeah. The next up here, we got another Farmall 560. Now this one, me and Dad overhauled the engine in it last year. The block. This is actually a different block than what was in it beforehand. The block that was in here beforehand was in rougher shape than the current one that's in there. But the only reason it hasn't been getting used lately is because we're thinking it has head problems.
Yeah, the head on it, I don't know. I switched heads. My dad had one in the garage that was supposedly all redone. And we put it in, and it run fine for a long time, and all of a sudden it started spitting antifreeze out, so...
It started running hot.
The head is not quite right.
It's also got the not-original fenders.
First I thought it was a water pump. We replaced that because it was old.
It's got 6,806 hours. I don't know. This tractor I have hasn't done much field work in my life. Before this, I had a wide front end. Before we redid the engine, it had a wide front end and a loader on it. It was our backup loader tractor.
Yep.
The next here, we got one of my favorite tractors, International Harvester 856 with a turbo. This is a really nice tractor. When did Grandpa acquire this beauty?
Back in 2012, maybe? Maybe earlier. No, it had been earlier than that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was earlier than that.
2000, no, it was probably like, 2006 maybe?
Probably around 2006 or 7. But this, Dad redid this tractor too, painted it all up. What all did you do to it?
Well, when we first got this tractor, it had a head gasket out, so I put the head gasket in. And then it was, I don't know, so many years after that, one of our hired hands wrecked the engine in it. But not by his fault, though. It had an inner problem with the sleeves. So, we overhauled the engine. But now it's got a power steering line leaking, which we haven't done yet.
That blew last fall, but we basically, when we were milking cows, we used this tractor for hauling our chopper boxes. You've seen in the last video. Our H&S chopper boxes. Yeah, it's been a really good tractor.
This tractor's got an aftermarket M&W turbo on it, so it has a lot of horsepower.
It's cranking as much as, it probably has, well, what do you think it's cranking? 150?
150, yeah. 150?
But I might include a video or a picture on here of what the tractor looked like before we got it, and it looks a lot nicer.
It didn't have no fenders on it. It had a cab on it prior to us getting it at one point.
That's why it's got these lights right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good tractor. I'm glad we got it. But if you look at the front end here, somebody did something there.
Hard on it.
Not us though. Well, we've been hard on it, but
put these wheel weights on it when we got it.
that's for hauling chopper boxes too.
You know, to have a little extra weight.
Yeah.
Spin out.
We did have this thing in our disc bind too. Grandpa would run it on the disc bind before he quit. So yeah, next over here we got the two choppers, which that one's a New Holland 890. This one's a New Holland 892. This one's got an extended ton on it. Now this one is a junkyard find. Grandpa dug it out of the neighbor's junkyard and got her up and going again.
Resurrected it.
Yep. And the New Holland, that one right there, I think my great-grandpa bought it new.
Yep.
His grandpa bought it new. And Grandpa got it from him, I believe.
Come from the other farm.
Yep, one just down the road. Then this here is the first big tractor Grandpa bought, I believe. This Farmall 856, International Harvester 856, non-turbo, stock.
Never touched the engine on it. It's almost got, what, 9,000 some odd hours on it.
Yeah, hasn't lived an easy life.
This used to be our full, the only tractor that did all the tillage, all the chopping, everything. And it's like those guys used to the 4440s or, you know.
Yeah, I did everything tractor.
Yeah, everything tractor.
But yeah.
But now it has the easy life.
I have never seen this tractor do any field work whatsoever of my life. In my lifetime, it's only ever had a blade or a loader on it.
When we used to chop corn with this thing in the fall, it would shoot out a flame like that out of the muffler all the time because it was working it pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know, you gotta be careful when you're driving this thing because you can get stuck in gear going from either low to reverse or high to reverse. But the cab is really, really shook. It's a good tractor though. It runs really, really good, especially with the engine air being opened up. I would like to get this thing doing field work possibly soon. That'd be nice, but it's missing a piece of the drawbar right now because he robbed it off of this one, I believe, to put on this one. Because Grandpa was cutting hay once, and he was pulling the disc binding with it, and I don't remember what happened, but the piece broke, and yeah.
Underneath the belly.
Yeah, but we're not going to get into that right now. And the last tractor in this shed is our Farmall B. Now this thing runs, I bet if I fire it up right now, it'll fire up with no choke. It's an awesome, awesome tractor. I would not know what we would do without this tractor. You?
We use it a lot when we're kids.
Yeah. It still gets used quite a bit, but right now it's having tire problems. We need to get we need a new tire and a new rim. That's the best solution, but that's money. But it runs really good. I had no clue the engine's ever been opened up at all or anything.
No, it's never.
The main problem on here is the frame.
The bell housing.
The bell housing is welded together.
The bell housing was cracked, and we had to weld it. My dad did. In order to strengthen it, he put this thing around here so it wouldn't fall apart.
Sometimes going down the road, you can see it flex.
Because the back of this engine has no plate, removable plate, and you'd have to replace this and the engine to make it right again.
Right. But yeah, basically all it does now is in the fall it'll run the elevators. It'll do basically anything you want it to do. It'll pull a chop box around. Not that you might have to do that. But it's a good tractor. I like it. It's nice just go out for joyrides. It's got a golf cart seat on it. That's not original either, but
We bought it with a golf cart seat on it because the guy who had it loved to entertain kids, and he had a horse farm, so he had a different seat, but it was wide,
close.
just like that. So we kept putting them on there because we'd rake hay with this tractor when we were kids.
Now, the last thing in this shed here is our Kubota SSV 65 that we bought brand new in the fall of 2018. Now, it's been a really good skid steer for us since we've had it. We bought it with, when it arrived on the farm, it had, 0.3 hours or something like that. We got a big bucket for it. I don't know what brand. I don't know, it just has an M there. But I think it's got almost 500, well, here, let's see. Get ready for some buzzing. 535 hours. And it'll do quite a bit of work. It's done quite a bit of work when the New Holland breaks down. This will do what the New Holland does for manure, and yeah. This thing gets used every day for silage. Basically does all of your chores and whatnot. So yeah, now we're gonna go hit up the next equipment. Alright, so next here is our John Deere 3-row, set for 30-inch row, corn picker. Do you know what the model number is on this thing?
300?
300. And it's
303 row.
It's a 303 row. The only reason it's pulled out right now is because my Uncle Ben is actually using our other 1256 for a new idea, corn picker, picking corn over in that field. But this one's broke down.
This one's got a broken fan.
The fan flew apart on it.
Blower
fan to blow the trash out of it, but we acquired this back in 2017?
Yeah, something like that.
2017. Before that, we only ever had new ideas.
It's a typical Deere. You have to put parts into it every year.
Yep. It's when it runs, it's good, but when you're gonna run for a full day, you gotta have somebody run to the deer dealer to get parts, because they're gonna break at least 2 things a day with this. It's just the way things seem to go.
Right. Well, I think someone beat it up pretty hard before we got it.
Yeah, and then they cobbled it together.
So you gotta fix all their stuff.
Yep. So yeah, nothing too special to say about this, but I don't. Do you know what the model number of the new idea picker is?
325, I think it is.
Okay, it's a
narrow roll.
It's a narrow roll. But yeah, it's nothing too special. But yeah, this one's a 3-roll. Narrow. Not wide, 30-inch roll.
30 inches, yeah.
Yep. So next we come over here to our New Holland skid steer. This is probably the most reliable skid steer you could ever find. Until you have, well, it hasn't had any engine problems yet, I don't believe. The only problem we've ever had with it is the boom. It's just the boom. That's the only other thing we've ever had problems with. It's not, well, when we were milking cows, Grandpa had oversized buckets on it. They were meant to be on huge loaders. Yep. They're so oversized for this little thing. He broke the boom so many times. It's still a good skid steer, don't get me wrong, but last week, I think it was last week or the week before, but
week before.
This bolt here, it didn't, I think the bolt and the nut worked loose, and then it fell out. And I had a full bucket of manure, and I was raced up almost all the way. Next thing you know, it was back on the ground.
So
hydraulic oil spraying everywhere.
When this bolt fell out or sheared off or bent, the ram went forward.
Yep.
And it sheared the lines off behind it, like this one here. So it sheared them off, and then the oil come out and the boom come down. So it's fixed now.
Yeah, it's been a really good skid steer. It's probably done everything a skid steer could do around here, but I think it's got 6,000 some odd hours. That's, oh, I can't see, 6,388.1 hours. But this has been an awesome skid steer. I love it. I don't know. Compared to our old case we had, this thing's nice. Why aren't you guys focusing here? You like it?
Good.
It's a good little skid steer. It'll do a lot. Especially, I don't know how much horsepower this thing is.
65.
Oh, yeah. Probably about this. I think it's about the same as the Kubota.
Yep.
But this thing, the hydraulics work a lot faster than the Kubota does at lower RPMs.
This thing lifts faster and dumps faster, all that stuff than the Kubota, but the Kubota's got a higher lift capacity.
Right. And yeah, it's not as tipsy when you have the
and better ballast.
Better ballast, yep. The nice thing about this is for filling the manure spreader is the boom reaches out farther when you have it up, so you're not filling the side.
It goes up like this. It goes.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer for filling the manure spreader because you can spread the manure out equally compared to having it with the Kubota where it just piles up on the one side or dumping it on.
But we're not complaining.
Nope, the Kubota's a good skid steer. It's better. Well, Kubota it's nice. They're both good skid steers. So yeah, next we're gonna go look at our semi. I already did this tractor.
886 with 5,000. We bought it with 5,000 hours for $5,000. The tractor come equipped from the factory. No air conditioning, no AM/FM radio, plain Jane tractor.
Yeah.
I didn't want that, so I put a radio and air conditioning in it.
I think I did mention that we are the second owners of it.
Yep,
yeah.
We are the second owners.
Next, we're gonna go. Oh, I guess there's a little crap spreader down there, New Home, but nothing special about that. That's just our bed spreader. So yeah, next we're gonna go look at our semi. All right. So next here we got our Volvo. I'll let Dad explain about this because he knows more about this than I.
This is a 2010 Volvo VN day cab tandem axle. I bought this through work at an auction. We sell the old trucks, and they go on an auction site. $2,500, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's how much you bought it for. It's been a great truck for us. Well, all we use it for is hauling grain with our Wilson. What year is this thing? 2008 trailer? 2008, 2009 Wilson.
No, I think it's 11 actually.
Commodity trailer, I believe it is. So it's got taller sides on it and it's lower to the ground, which sucks.
Yeah.
Being lower to the ground. It's harder to back in some places. Like that driveway down over there, you can't pull out of, I don't think.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can?
I got in and out.
Alright. Anyway, yeah, sometimes you gotta be careful because you don't want to drag it out on the ground. And plus, it sucks because it's hard to get augers underneath there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice truck. I mean, besides some rust here and there, but I don't know how many miles it has off the top of my head, but it's got a 9-speed in it, I believe. I don't know how I find the miles or anything on here, but how do I find the miles?
You can do it 2 ways. You can push this button. It shows down the corner.
Okay, 425,837.3 miles. Okay, does it just turn off or? Okay. So yeah, it's a day cab. It's got a pretty decent cab in it. Dad hates these mirrors. But yeah, for $2,500, this thing was definitely worth it. We could have turned around and sold this thing for easily 10 grand as is. But yeah, we gotta cut down that exhaust some because it's too tall for the the grain cart auger if you want to fill on this side of the trailer. The doors here have these straps on it, so it makes it a lot easier to open them. You hardly have to lube them at all. It's got aluminum rims on the tires. The back's nice and it could be polished some more. I haven't polished it this year. Probably should polish that though, make it look nice. But yeah, it's been a good truck rig for us. Last fall was our second fall with it, second harvest. And I don't know how many loads it hauled, but not that many. Yeah, it's been a really nice truck. Dad's just doing some cleanup here to fill that dumpster there. I guess since we're up here, we can look at some other stuff we got up here too. Back over here, we got our 2015. I think it's I don't know if that's the or the name, the company right there that built the SS line. But this is I believe 16-foot cattle trailer. This is what we haul all of our cattle in, and it is undersized. We bought a new back in 2015. It's got a wood floor. The dad put some, he put something on the floor. I can't think of it right now. That's where we got it from. This tire is not the spare. The spare is on right now because this tire was wearing funny. You don't know why, but yeah. And the next, this is our second Kiwani elevator we got. Grandpa bought this new back in the day. Doesn't get used much anymore. Only thing we use it for anymore is for putting hay bales in that barn. We only do like 200 of them. So next here we got our honey wagon, which the pump is out of it. This is for slurry, basically, is what Grandpa ever used it for. Now it just sits here since the pump went out of it. So yeah. And then we go on the other side of the dumpster there. There's some other stuff over there too. But the last thing we're going to do is down there. You'll see what that is. Well, we've been cleaning. The reason why this dumpster here is because we've been cleaning it up. Grandpa's a hoarder. That's the easy way to put it. According to Dad, Grandpa would actually go to auctions and just buy people's garbage. Is that accurate?
Yes.
So this farm has been cleaned up a lot since we took over. And yeah, it took, like what, 40, 50 years for all this stuff to accumulate. It's gonna take right that long to get it cleaned up.
I think they've been here 40 some years. Almost 50 at this farm.
Yeah, at this farm. But if you didn't know, you can kind of see the roof of a silo down there. That's the farm Grandpa grew up on. But he moved up the road here to this farm. And actually there's another farm on the bottom of this hill here that Grandpa's brother owns. But Dad's cousin owns that farm down there now, which is still a dairy farm.
Yeah, still family farm.
It's been a Turner farm since the 1870s or something like that, 60s. So yeah. Out here we have, I already talked about this a little bit, but there's like 100 some odd steers in this pen. Pasture lot area. They got a shed there which is in great need of repair. But yeah. Right now we're working on getting them up in the woods up there, building fence and whatnot. We just started that.
fence is working.
Yeah, and then Dad's got his fence light here. It blinks whenever the fencer ticks. So yeah, come on the other side of the dumpster here. We got our one of our old rakes, an old new idea. No clue what the model number is. It's an old new idea rake. Now this rake has been around here a long time, and I don't think it's. Is this thing supposed to be painted orange? So Grandpa acquired a whole bunch of orange paint at one time. He painted literally everything around here orange that he could paint orange. Loaders, buckets, rakes, dump trailers, you name it, it was painted orange. So that's why this is this orange, but it's a new idea. I was the last one to use it. I think I used it in 2018. I made a video on that. No clue what the video is called. And here we got Grandpa's old sprayer, which we haven't used since either 2014, 2015, I don't remember. But we had the pump down in the shed for it. Nothing too special. The booms are off of it. They've been gone for a while. But the tank on it isn't that old because the original tank that was supposed to be on here was destroyed. So yeah. And then over here we got a parts crop chopper. This one I believe is a crop chopper 36. And the other ones we have are 38s, but we've been robbing parts off this for a while now. We're gonna, before we throw in the dumpster there, we're gonna rob all the knives off it and whatnot. And we're gonna grab as many parts off it as possible. So yeah, now we just gotta get down to the 2+2 down there. Alright, so I'm in the last piece of equipment that's going to be in this video. This is our 19, I believe, 79 International Harvester 3588 2+2. Pulling our International Harvester, what is this thing? 7,000 cotton sear till chisel plow. It is a 12 shank chisel plow. There is 2 shanks added on each side of it. One right there, one right in the other side, over there. Why aren't you guys focused? There you go. But this tractor needs some interior work. It's pushing around 9,000 hours. Probably, yeah, 9,000 hours. And she does all of our heavy tillage. It'll run the disc bind once in a while because it uses a lot less fuel than any of our other tractors for that, but and high second on this thing's geared faster than it is on the 56 series tractors. But headliner isn't that old, but the rest of the interior kit needs to be redone. It's got a Western interior kit, but it's shot. Got my nice culver's big down there. So yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video. I'm gonna flip you guys around here. So this is gonna be the end of the video. I want to say thanks for watching. Take care, take it easy, and thanks for tuning in to watch my videos. And if you keep coming back to watch my videos and you're not subscribed, I strongly encourage you to subscribe. Also, if you're not liking the video and you like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button so you can leave a like. It helps me out some. It'll help me out quite a bit eventually. But and if you have any questions, you want to talk, just let me know down in the comments. I'll answer basically anything. It depends what it is, but I'll answer basically anything. So yeah, just doing some chisel plowing, and this is the end of the machinery tour until part 3, which is basically the stuff that's in our woods. So yeah, talk to you all later.